And welcome back. This is ballerscuba with more Let's Play Stardew Valley. Now I have some bad news, and that is that I played thinking that I was recording, and it did not actually record. So I've done quite a bit of work off screen. It was not my intention. Normally when this happens, I would just go ahead and redo everything. But since this game auto-saves, I don't really have that option. So it's gonna be a little bit of a story time of all the things that I did. I do apologize. I don't like having done this. I am not happy with myself, but it's now day 9 of summer in the first year. So I went for a ways. Let's head in, and I will try to go over all the things that I have done. I've done quite a bit, so we'll try to talk about it. Unfortunately, there just is no footage of it, so let's take a look at what I've done. The first thing I might notice is... what's going on here? There we go. First thing you might notice is that I have a geode here. I got that for turning a whole bunch of stuff in to Gunther. So we'll take a look at all the stuff that I've turned in there. Let's start with checking the weather report. It says it's going to be sunny tomorrow. Fortune teller says that it is going to be a little extra lucky today. Last session, I pretty much got nothing but bad luck. So let's take a look. Notice that I don't really have anything on me. I have the glow ring and the magnet ring and the leather boots. Those are all the same. The skills, I got a couple upgrades. Nothing that you wouldn't necessarily expect. Farming's level 4, mining's level 3, foraging's level 4, fishing is level 3, and combat's level 2. I'm apparently a cowpoke now. In terms of social, I've been giving out gifts every once in a while. It was Joss's birthday, so I went ahead and gave her something. Maru was actually really easy for me to give gifts to, so I went ahead and gave her strawberries. She really likes those. Jody, I didn't give anything. George, he really likes leeks, so I was handing those to him. I went ahead and started looking up on the wiki for gifts because there was no way I was going to remember all of this. Demetrius, I think I completed a quest for him. I think the same with the rest of the people here. I completed a quest, and that's why they like me at least a little bit. Outside of that, nothing new has changed here. Although I did give a gift to the dwarf. We'll go over that when we get there. Because I actually gave him a couple things that he likes. One of those things is a piece of quartz, and then another thing that I picked up that is new. On the map, a couple new things opened up for me. There's a spa that's available. We'll go and check that out. It opened up after an earthquake. There's also a thing down here. There's a ruined house. We'll go and check that out. There's a lot of things I wanted to check out because we have... had those unlocked. There was an earthquake in the middle of the night, at least that's what they told me. As a result, those opened up. For crafting, I do have access to a couple new things. The iron fence comes to mind, that's new. Nothing particularly great though, if you ask me. I do have access to summer wild seeds, now that it is summer. Spice berries, grapes, and sweet peas. I think everything else here is the same. Oh no, I also have a charcoal kiln, but I can't make that. I need gold for that. Preserves jar I might be able to make, but you know, I need stuff for that. I can actually make that now. We might go ahead and do that. I've been making field snacks a lot, basically. That's what I have been doing. Everything else I believe we had before. Collections, you can see that I've collected quite a few things. There are a lot of things to collect, so I have some of them. With the fish, I got an achievement for this one. It's actually the first achievement that I got for catching 10 different varieties of fish. I caught some tilapia, red snappers, red mullets mostly. Those were the main things that I caught. I believe those were new. Yeah, the artifacts. We got a dwarf squirrel. I picked that up in the mine. I made it down to level 25, so not that much progress there, but I did find these dwarf scrolls. I don't know what it is. I turned one in, and I gifted one to the dwarf. I got 2 of the same one there. Minerals, pretty much the same, except I got a diamond and also a jagoite. So those are turned in. We'll go and check out the museum to see that. For cooking... I have recipes, but I don't have any way of cooking right now, so I didn't achieve anything there. But achievements, I caught 10 different fish, which allows me to get that. For the community center, I did turn in one thing. We'll go ahead and check that out while we're there because it opened up a new one as well. All right, so here's my place. There are some upgrades going on. I have lots of different treasure chests now. I have 4 and I color-coded them. So the silver is pretty much where I'm putting all my tools. I also picked up, like I said, I did a lot of work. I'm really upset that I wasn't able to get this all recorded. But I picked up a broken trident while I was fishing. It's a level 11 dagger. It does 15 to 26 damage. So I sold the other stuff. You can sell the other equipment at the Adventurers Guild, so I went ahead and did that. And now I have a broken trident. It's level 11, 15 to 26. I believe the other stuff that I was doing was like 2 to 8, 3 to 9, that kind of thing. So I'm going to need my watering can. I'm going to need a scythe. I'm probably going to need the hoe again. So I put down a ton of fertilizer here. I made fertilizer out of the sap. I also got some maple syrup. We'll go over that later. But basically I put fertilizer down for pretty much everything here. Hoping that I could get some good good stuff. You can see where I put the fertilizer with the little dots. I actually also want the summer seeds that I picked up. I picked those up as a reward for all the foraging. Was not difficult to forage things properly. All right, so watering can now. Let's go ahead and water all of this. So once it turned to summer, everything on my crops died. So I went ahead and purchased things that were available for me. I don't remember what all of these are. Wheat is the cheapest one. It's what I've been using to try to make money. As you can see, I'm almost up to 2,000 here. Like I said, I did so much work. I was so upset when I figured out that I didn't actually get any recording. But there's also hot peppers. Those are available. Those will continue to grow. Wheat is a one-time only thing, so I pretty much got it to try to make some quick money. Pretty much invested all my money into my farm here. So let's see, what else do we have? So I know that these are melons, right? I actually do need some melons. I didn't put fertilizer down on those. That was actually something that bothered me. But we have melons, we have wheat, we have radishes somewhere around here, and blueberries. And then a lot of these are just the summer seeds as well. So the random forage items, I will be harvesting those pretty soon. I did put a campfire out here. Don't really know what to do with it. Figured it would help a little bit. But that is what I did mostly on the farm. A lot of the work that I did was on the farm. So what I have can be sold. Anything that pretty much has a star on it, I'm selling. That's pretty much the idea. There are a couple things that I do need a good star rating on, but that's pretty much it. So tools in here, right? So I'm pretty much done with the hoe and the scythe for now. Done with the watering can. We're just kind of wasting today, kind of going over the things that I have done. So this is my silver chest. My brown chest is pretty much building supplies. So all my saps and seeds for the trees are here. The wood, hardwood as well, because I picked up the copper axe, right? I turned that in and I picked up the copper axe. So I can chop down the giant stumps. But if there's a rotting log, I can't chop that down yet. I should put the seeds back in here. You can see I picked up quite a few field snacks. I've also got some maple syrup. That's what's going on over here. I made some tappers and put them on the maple trees and I believe one fir tree. So that was that. This is pretty much my... well, it's my green chest, so it's all the greenery that I have done throughout. I also have the cookies here. I should probably take those, but I feel like they're going to be gifts for somebody later. I should bring back the wiki, but I'm just trying to make sure that I explain everything properly first. Do I have sap in here too? Do I have 2 things of sap? I do have 2 things of sap. Yeah, the sap can go in here. I didn't even notice that before. So I also have the topaz, quartz, and earth crystals. The quartz I know are good as gifts, so I'll try to give those away as gifts later. Nothing too major in here. But then, yeah, let's see some of the stuff that I've picked. I have some sweet peas. You can forage those in the summer. I have some hot peppers, some wheat. I already picked some radishes, so hopefully we'll get more. And I think that is it. The other things that we will pick up will show up along the way. And then here is all, well, my kind of sea-colored thing. My cyan-colored chest is where I keep all my sea stuff. So I picked up a rainbow shell. That's a foraging item. But outside of that, nothing too major here other than the tilapia, red snapper, and red mullet. Those are available in the ocean in case you're curious. Okay, there's also bees. I can hear bees just constantly. There we go, light a fire. This rotting log I can't deal with. Like I said, a lot of the work was done kind of clearing out areas. I had no luck that last session. But I did put some tappers on here. I think it took about 5 days before something showed up. Then I can take stuff away from that. All right, so let's head into town and we can kind of go over what I have done there as well. See if there's any foraging stuff. So far, there hasn't been too much foraging. There's a grape, though. I'll take that. Also, a few tips that I was given. I'm trying to use more often. One of those was to gift things to people. Had a few requests for that, so I'm trying to get that done a little bit more often. As you can see, though, I'm almost at half energy already. More people are out. I'm trying to talk to them more. The other thing is that I wanted to try to use the mouse wheel to cycle between things, so hopefully that works out better for me. Hello there, ballerscuba. Hi, Emily. I feel lazy today. That's nice. Jody. Hello. Do you need something? I'm a little busy. For the record, yeah, Pierre's, nothing is posted today, but he does have seeds for me, and this is where I've been getting most of the seeds. So melons, tomatoes, blueberries, peppers, wheat, radishes, poppy and spangles are the flowers going on right now. There's also a hop starter, which I feel like I should do some of, but I haven't bought it just yet. Right now I'm trying to save up for 2,000 so I can get that backpack. I really need that backpack. There's also corn seeds. This is something that I'm going to do at the end of summer. I can plant these in the summer or fall. They can go 2 seasons, so kind of the earlier that I get them, the better, but I'm still waiting for the backpack first. They do last between seasons, so I'm looking forward to that. There's also sunflowers, and then kind of the normal stuff that he had before. Yeah, I made a ton of the basic fertilizer, which is just 2 sap, in order to get better quality crops, which has really helped with money. The rest of the stuff I can't really afford, but that's kind of what I've been doing there. I think I've also decided who I like, and it's going to be Maru. I actually like Maru the best. The air is so thick with honey and nectar all summer, I almost feel dizzy, says Abigail, as I talked about Maru. If you need any buildings on your farm upgrade, just ask me. You'll need to provide enough lumber and stone for the project, and it costs money too. Yeah, it costs 4,000 just to get that coop, which I do want. But I'm sure you'll be pleased with the results, I'm sure. I also picked up a new quest. I should talk about this one because I actually looked it up and spoiled it for myself, but I won't spoil it for you guys. So the mayor sent me a letter in my mailbox telling me that he was missing his shorts. Mayor Lewis has lost his purple, quote-unquote, shorts. He's asking you to find and return them discreetly. So I went around looking for these. I kind of wasted a day looking for his damn shorts, and I couldn't find them anywhere. So I looked up where they are. I won't spoil it too much, but they're in somebody's house, which is why I couldn't get to it. And I can't actually get to it until I make that person like me a little bit to let me into their room. So that's going to take a while to get. You can see there was no timer on that one. Elliot says, I've encountered some beautiful shells in front of my house. I would imagine the rarer varieties to be quite valuable. That is probably true. Anything else? My nephew Shane has been staying at my place the last few months. He helps me out with the chickens, so I'm not complaining. I also would like chickens. I have a feeling once I buy the coop, I'm going to need to buy some chickens as well. Probably should have brought the hoe with me in case I see any worms. As soon as I said it, they showed up. So I didn't do anything with the blacksmith too much. I cracked a couple of geodes. There was nothing spectacular about them. So for now, let's head to the library here. So there were 2 books here that I read. I actually dug up from one of those worms. They gave me a book, so I turned that in, and it shows up here, which is how I figured out how to read the first one. This is a book by Marnie. Animals are very sensitive. They like to be pet every day and prefer to eat grass outdoors than dry hay. They don't like being outside in the rain, though. Happy animals produce higher quality products. And then the other one should be here. There's a book missing, so somewhere around here. Maybe at the bottom here. There we go. So this is the first one. That other one that I read, the book by Marnie, that I dug up. This one was always here. So tips on farming. Use fertilizer to improve quality, reduce workload, or hasten crop growth. Fruit trees take a whole season to grow, but they require very little maintenance. Keep the area directly around your new sapling clear, or else it may not grow properly. Crops will die as soon as the season ends, unless they grow in multiple seasons, like corn. Some crops, such as kale and wheat, need to be harvested with the scythe. Alright, so the kids are probably still... Yeah, they're still in school even though it's summer. Miss Penny says I have to read this book before I can go play. And you're just saying the same thing. What? Hi. Alright, so as you can see, it's a little bit more complete over here. Like I said, I got the topaz, fairly common, but still prized for its beauty. I think we saw that before. The jagowite is new. A high volume of tiny crystals makes it very glittery. Then we have the diamond, a rare and valuable gem. And then up here we have Dwarf Scroll number 4, a yellowed scroll of parchment filled with dwarven script. This one's tied with a golden chain. Alright, so that's the work that I've done here at the library. Yeah, today's just basically story time of all the things that I have done, because there is a lot of it. Let's head up to the community center, and we'll also check out the spa while we're going in that kind of general direction. But yeah, there was a lot of work that I did, and I'm still quite upset that it did not get recorded. And I do apologize, and I'll do my best to make sure that doesn't happen again. But at the community center, I went ahead and turned in the foraging stuff for summer, which was not difficult, right? I have the grapes, and right, they won't show it to me, but basically they gave me 30 summer seeds for that. And they opened up something over here, which is the bulletin board right here. So we'll go over what they have here. There's the chef's bundle. I have the maple syrup, but everything else is pretty much something that I need to make myself. Although the truffle and the fiddlehead fern should be something that just grows. Same with the poppy. So maybe I can get that later. Then there's the dye bundle. I have a couple of these as well. This is stuff that you can make dye out of, I assume. Field research, purple mushroom, nautilus shell, chub, and frozen geode. I have a chub. I almost got a frozen geode, but I messed that up. The other two, not so much. Chanter's bundle. This one's probably going to take me a while. Fodder bundle. I need hay and apple for that, but I do have the wheat, right? So all this stuff will take time. There's no rush as far as I can tell. The only set date is that Grandpa's ghost is apparently going to visit me on the first day of year 3. Outside of that, we're pretty good. All right, so let's head up, and we will take a quick look at the mine, because like I said, I went a little bit further down. It is random every time you go, but the mine is the main reason that I want to get up to 2,000 for that backpack. Have you come to ridicule me? I'm just minding my own business. Hey, another grape. Yeah, foraging hasn't been too great lately, but it has been there. So basically, I went down to level 25 in the mine. I did one session in there. That was it. The dwarf, it doesn't have anything new to say as far as I can tell. It's pretty much the same thing, even after I gifted him, and he does Well, he doesn't have a heart for me yet. But I feel like he likes me a little bit more now.